It's the deal that'll make you keel. A new report estimates the Green New Deal would cost $91 trillion. To put that in perspective, that's a load of money. Over $600,000 per household. Affordable? Not really. But why should that stop us? Right? People who use kids to fight their battles for them?
Some scientists have said that we have 12 years to turn this around.
Well, it's not going to get turned around in 10 years.
That's a predicament. What politician's going to turn down a kid while a camera's rolling? Who's going to look them in the eye and say, because there's no way to pay for it?
Because there's no way to pay for it. I've been doing this for 30 years. I know what I'm doing. You come in here and you say it has to be my way or the highway. I don't respond to that. So, you know, maybe people should listen a little bit.
Oh, wow, that was refreshing. It would have been better if she had them all arrested. That's what I would have done. But maybe they know that money doesn't grow on trees. I coined that phrase a few years ago. And if you want something really big, you got to make sure you can pay for it. How do you raise $93 trillion? By making some tough choices.
Attention all Americans, get your wallet ready for the planet-friendly, coal-busting, air-cleaning, higher-educating, bullet-train-building
Green New Deal.
It's the blowhard progressive's vision for the future, so it must be a good idea. With an estimated $93 trillion price tag, it'll only cost
quintuple last year's entire GDP.
What a deal! To pay for it, all we have to do is follow these simple steps. Tax taxes, then put taxes on those taxes. Dissolve the military. Give every citizen a rock for protection, then tax those rocks. Tax the rich, tax the middle class, tax the poor. Make babies pay taxes
while still in the womb.
Import nothing, export dirt.
Search all mattresses.
Make toilet paper out of clothes. Make clothes out of toilet paper. Take your kids' lunch money. Tax breathing.
Bigger butts for bigger breasts.
Make grandma pay to gossip about her daughter-in-law. Make sleeping illegal, so you have more time to
make the government money.
Sell San Francisco. Rent out Rhode Island. Auction Austin, Texas. And make the Statue of Liberty work, maybe in retail.
Because her freeloading days are over.
It's the planet-friendly, coal-busting, air-cleaning, higher-educating, bullet-train-building Green New Deal.
A little slow. Joe, is this just a fantastic dream or just pure insanity?
I am in love with Gangsta Diane. to see their crestfallen little faces was so delicious.
Yes.
Because not only are we seeing legislation that's being promoted by children, it actually looks like it was written by children. Because it sounds like a child who popped a bunch of Adderall and then sat on Santa's lap and then got on a roll with what they were asking for.
Yes.
And said, no, I want a pony, and I want a PlayStation, and I want to go to Disney. And if you look at it, there's no way this stuff isn't going to break every possible bank.
Yeah.
And you see how intersectionality makes things untenable. Because you can always say, well, what's the effect of curly light bulbs on transgendered athletes? And how do gluten-free school lunches affect? It's like you're not going to get anything done with this nonsense.
No, and that's the beauty of it. You know, it would have been great if she had ended her tirade on the kids with some hard facts about Santa and the Easter Bunny. And she said, before I go, you know that fat guy in the red suits? I'm not going to finish it because there's probably some kids here, Kat, that's, you know.
I would like if they brought in just a door frame for her to slam in their faces.
Kat?
I just think AOC has completely lost her marbles. I think she's living in banana land. Earlier this week, she called herself the boss for coming up with the Green New Deal. How are you the boss for coming up with a plan that doesn't work?
Yes.
Like, are you sure that the Green New Deal's not like what you're putting in your pipe and smoking every day? I don't understand. I can come up with plenty of plans that don't work. How about we fly around on unicorns instead of airplanes? How about instead of gasoline, we use fairy dust we get from Tinkerbell? How about we get Harry Potter to come over and wizard away all the emissions from the cow fart she's so concerned about? See, I just came up with 3 plans that don't work. Does that make me the triple boss? I mean, what is she? Does she want us to just completely do away with all modern technology? Like, I don't want to live like Laura Ingalls Wilder, Greg. I don't want to do my laundry in a basin. I don't want to eat only lettuce and carrots like some kind of little bunny. I want to relive the Donner Party in the modern modern day
No
because
Donner
I had
Party.
to take a horse and buggy to see my grandparents instead of a
Buggy
plane?
whips.
I don't want to eat people, Greg, and I don't want people to eat me.
I might eat
AOC,
somebody.
do you want people to eat you? No, then stop proposing.
I think you turned a new shade of red.
My veins always pop out when I get angry.
I know. It's pretty incredible.
You know, one of these days, she's just going to fall over.
Yes, exactly. You know, the problems with renewable energy is they're like the employee that may not show up for work because you need the sun and you need the wind, and they're not always working. They're
You
not
know,
always
and not
working.
just that, it's going to take about 20 years to raise that money.
Yeah.
And we only got 12. So, you know what? To go back to, I love what Feinstein did. That's why you leave your kids in the car. I believe I mentioned that earlier. Like the teacher thought she was so clever, and she didn't realize she was dealing. There's a Feinstein in every corner in every neighborhood. You don't go on her lawn for that reason.
Yes.
You don't trick or treat on her doorstep.
No.
You don't.
If the frisbee ends up on her roof,
It's mine now. It's mine.
Yes.
Yeah.
You never
And then
get the ball back.
lecture. And she just got all the dirt on your parents.
Yes.
They weren't married when they had you. That's who she is. So, you know what? I don't agree with any of her policies, but I like her gangster style.
No, that was too bad she wasn't like that with her fellow Democrats in the Kavanaugh hearing.
You know what? Maybe behind scenes she is.
Yeah, that could be true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why they protest her outside her office. No one goes in that office.
Yeah. Emily, I always think that when I see these deals, it's like the example of the half a car analogy. Libs, the left are great at a half a car. They can come up with the shiny chassis, the shiny surface, no engine, no transmission, no fuel efficacy. It's just, that's for somebody else.
Totally. And literally this week, was it, or last week, when Representative Jayapal put forth her Medicare for All bill, and literally to the question of, so how are we going to pay for this? She was like, we don't need to answer that right now. Like, that's not important. And it's mind-boggling how it isn't. When you break down that, I mean, obviously there's just a million things wrong with that New Deal.
Cat covered that.
Yes. But the specifics that for these, living wages for all costs every individual household almost $300,000.
Yeah.
Or a little over $300,000. And the Hope Diamond of healthcare is over $250,000 per household. How is that in any way acceptable?
There is one answer. Nuclear power.
Yeah.
That's what the answer.